For the latest on Hurricane Floyd, let's go to our meteorologist Mark Avery in the Skywatch Weather Center for the first forecast. Mark, what can you tell us?
Well, Floyd hasn't picked up too much strength because he's in a sort of an unfavorable environment for strengthening right now, but because he's so strong, he's eroding away that less favorable environment. He's forecast to strengthen into a major hurricane sometime during the day tomorrow, if not overnight tonight. Let's take a look at the satellite. You can see the higher clouds getting blown off well off towards the east of the storm, off to the right side of your picture, and a lot of the clouds off to the west. There's not much as far as cloud cover in the west, and that's indicative of that strong shearing environment that's helping to semi-rip it apart, but not really totally rip it apart. There's your latest coordinates as of 11 o'clock, 22.7 north, 64.5 west. It's 310 miles north-northeast of San Juan. Still moving to the west-northwest at 12 with max winds at 110 miles per hour, making him a strong Category 2, almost Category 3 hurricane, and he's forecast to become a major hurricane during the day tomorrow. We'll take a look at the forecast on Floyd and a look at the week ahead coming up in a few minutes. Jennifer?
Okay, thank you, Mark. And joining us now to take a look at our weather is Mark Avery, and although we like him a lot, we are a little bit reluctant to go into this part because we think he's the bearer of some bad news.
Yeah, Floyd is not an ice storm by any stretch of the imagination, and Floyd looks like he's going to get meaner this week. We'll take a look at where he's going, where he is now, and what's ahead for the week coming up next. Well, we'll start off on the light side. Not much going on as far as cloud cover across the state. Some high clouds moving into the state, and that's going to be it as far as cloud cover overnight. Should be a nice night out there to give the air conditioners a break, turn them off, open up the windows. Temperatures in the 60s tonight with just a couple passing high clouds and a light northeast wind out across the area. Skywatch Neighborhood Network from Alltel takes us to the Whiteville area. It's 67 degrees there and very little as far as wind there, and of course no rainfall to speak of. The official numbers today up to 87 this afternoon at Wilmington International, down to 64, so your ordinary average day for the middle of September, early to mid-September, and of course no rainfall to speak of out there. Now to the tropics. This is Hurricane Floyd. Floyd is continuing to, well, he's not really strengthening. He hasn't strengthened much since 6 o'clock. However, he is getting ready to move into an area that's much more favorable for strengthening as he continues to make his way towards the west-northwest. One big difference between Floyd versus Dennis a couple weeks ago is that Floyd is moving at a pretty good clip towards the west-northwest. He hasn't stalled out yet, so that's one thing about that is that he gets out of here in a hurry. However, the bad side is that because of the fast motion, that means more of a surge along the coast once it gets anywhere near the coast, and is looking more and more like he's going to get very close to somewhere along the east part of the country, along the east coast, and that's not good for anybody, whether it's us or anybody else to our south or north. So we're keeping an eye on that. We've got a couple of factors we're keeping a look on that have to deal with where Floyd ends up going. One is this line of clouds. This is the line of clouds that brought us the showers late this week. There's another disturbance moving through the northern part of the country that's bringing some showers and storms to the plains tonight, and both of those plus high pressure that's giving us the clear skies can all factor into what eventually happens to Floyd. And anyways, we're looking at a storm that's going to be very tediously close to the east coast this week, either way you look at it. Here's the coordinates as of 11 o'clock, 22.7 north, 64.5 west. It's 310 miles north-northeast of San Juan, Puerto Rico, moving towards the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds are at 110 miles per hour. That's very close to the center right in here, and there's a lot of big thunderstorms firing up near the center of circulation, and this is continuing to, once it gets out of this upper level trough that's kind of shearing all the clouds off, it's going to strengthen as it makes its way farther towards the west. Now, here's the forecast track. 8 o'clock tomorrow, it will be at 115 miles per hour, which puts it well into the Category 3 range, and it continues to move its way towards dangerously close to the Florida coast by Tuesday. And then some of the longer range models, which you have to take with a grain of salt, are making a turn towards the north, which is definitely not good news for anybody along the coast. So it definitely bears keeping an eye on. And we have a few good days ahead, so be ready just in case, because Floyd means business. This is not a nice storm. This 125 mile per hour winds is Fran winds, or stronger than Fran winds. So this is definitely worth watching. Here's Floyd. Here's a tropical wave. Here's a tropical depression number 9, forecast to become Tropical Storm Gert tomorrow and Hurricane Gert on Monday. But we'll worry about that after we get Floyd out of our hair. Anyways, here's your forecast tomorrow morning. A few clouds, warming up to about 78 by noontime. A northeast wind about 5 to 10, topping out at 86 tomorrow with a few passing clouds. Northeast to east winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Along the coast, northeast winds tomorrow 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. Waters at 79. We might see a few of the swells starting on Monday from the outsides of Floyd. Low tide next at 3:30, high tide at 9:45. Sun rises at 6:52, sets at 7:23. There's your 6-day forecast. If Floyd becomes an issue around here, it will be at the earliest Wednesday, more likely on Thursday and or Friday, if, and it's a very big if, he becomes a factor around here. But you can see, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday are going to be nice days. So be ready.
Okay, we'll get ready.
This is not a nice storm. If you took Dennis lightly, take Floyd seriously.
We certainly will. Thank you, Mark.
Just in case.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.